My name is Mike Pannito. I'm a trustee. I live in Tinley Park. I'm also a citizen of Tinley Park. I wasn't going to say anything tonight. Mr. Vandenberg did a lot of hard work and said most of what needs to be said. Generally, I don't speak unless it's going to make a difference. And everything that could be won tonight was won. And what makes our town great is that people care. Let me pick this up because I feel. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Did you hear me before? Did you hear me before? Can you hear me? If only I could be heard, huh? What makes our town great is that people care. That people care. They don't sit on their hands and let bad things happen. You people and what happened tonight is a testament to that. You've won. You've won. You've won everything you could do. You did it because you can care. Because you care. And it's clear to everyone here that that's what happened, and your voice is going to be heard. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You've won. You've won. You've won. These people are the planning commission. They told you they're going to table it. That's all they can do. And they're just like you. They're people who care about their village. They started caring about their village a long time ago. They give up their Thursday nights to help out. I'm not trying to defend anybody. I think this process was horrendously flawed. Horrendously flawed. I think when we shine a little more light on things, you're going to see just how bad it is. Mr. Vandenberg, his eyes are practically bleeding. His eyes are practically bleeding. And he's been reading so hard. Mr. Yonko's been working so hard. We started a year ago because we thought, like you thought, something was going on. We're here, we're trying, we're looking at it. We're here, we're trying, we're looking at it. You're here, you're trying, you're looking at it. Nobody's going to let this go on. The light is on. Stop letting this kind of stuff happen.
My name is Diane Galante. I live at 8340 Queen Victoria Lane. I've been a resident for almost 20 years now. And I was just in the other room, and I want to understand something. You're saying when you make decisions on building in our communities, you don't take the taxes into effect, into consideration. So us, but why wouldn't you? You're telling us that we would, I've done the math. This facility, the taxes was 80. Now if it's only 60, that is not even going to cover the teachers that have to educate these children in this building. And there could be 7 buildings with 47 units. 2 students, that's 1,000 kids that we need to educate, right? Who pays for that? And you're saying you would not take into consideration the taxes?
Not on the planning commission.
Who does though? Who does? We can't answer them anything. You don't have to take that into consideration that you're going to ask us as taxpayers. I'm a professional. I went to college the same as my husband. I work a lot of hours to keep my children in this community. I have volunteered for a lot of your kids, taught different religious ed and everything, scouting, things I've been involved in. And now you're asking me to give up possibly my home. If you keep raising taxes, this is a bad investment for all of us. Not only the consideration of the safety or the property values. If we have a need in our community, why haven't you board members been telling us about this? That there's families out there, 47 of them I guess right now, that need these homes. They're coming to my church and asking for help. Well, why haven't you told us about this? Why hasn't anybody told us that this need is out there? Where do we go for that to find these people? I would like to help them.
Because the need isn't there.
But where are they? Where did you find these 47 families that are waiting to get into these buildings?
I don't have an answer for that. That's not something we do. We're not
Okay, I just
allowed to
want-
explore those. We are
But you
a
do
planning commission.
decide that before you make this decision.
We are a planning commission. Our objective is to make sure site plans meet the existing codes based on the information. We don't look into real estate taxes. That's Cook
So
County.
you would put in this facility with nothing else? No other consideration for the people here that have to pay for this?
It's been pushed back to staff. They're going to have meetings. You can raise those issues with them.
Okay,
That'll
but-
be a combined staff of trustees.
But they do have the right to make that decision with that information. That if you're going to ask us, the people that live in Tinley Park, to pay more, we would have to hopefully have a meeting, yes?
I'm sure there will be a lot of meetings, yes.
Yeah, and I'll just take.
Go ahead.
I'll just take a short amount. And for those of you who don't know me, you've heard me talk a couple times. I'm Dave Niemeyer, the village manager, and really the staff does appreciate the input we receive from the residents. I was here Tuesday night, and I'm really as the leader of the staff, and we will work with the elected officials and you to continue to make sure we do better and find new ways to disseminate information about projects and getting the information you need. I want to tell you today, we put kind of a large binder. Some of the things that were referred to with the police review was actually just put on our website today. So if you have questions about it, feel free to call us. And in regard to Trustee Vandenberg's recommendation to the board, certainly we will work with whatever process the board decides to choose and review the whole staff input into this process. I do want to say, and I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I've been here about a year and a half. Still fairly new to the village. I grew up in the area, though, and I will tell you, this staff does care very deeply about Tinley Park. And I will tell you, the full-time employees of this community, we live in this town too. We really do care. We're all here to try to do the best we can in a professional, legal way, and I can assure you, we're really doing the best we can. I understand your frustration, but none of us are here to make the town worse. We want the town better, just like you. So thank you.
Sir, you stated that you all live in Tinley Park. Ms. Walbridge, where do you live?
She's a contractor. She's not an employee.
Similar to
So,
the
yeah.
engineers.
Similar to our village.
engineers.
Yes.
Similar
Did
to
you
the
drill and test
engineers,
that area
the
before you
legal.
gave approval yet? The land?
No.
Is the land exchange?
It's my understanding is it's under contract, so it wouldn't be finalized until the approval.
What is this development supposed to add to our community? Whenever you add to it, it should be reasonably positive. Does anybody have any input as to what this would do in a positive nature for our community?
Okay, we're not here to sell the project. I mean, that's why you have the developer. What the staff has to do is we have to review, the codes and procedures that we're authorized to do, and that's what we did. I mean, we have to just say, yes, it meets it, or no, it doesn't. I mean, we're not here to say, we're championing this because of what they.
So anything he
I'm
said,
sorry.
though, is nothing additional and
This
positive.
young lady speaking, what is speaking?
It's nothing, anything that he has mentioned the other day brings nothing positive, good, economy building, and the need is not there. We have empty houses, people foreclosures. We don't need the number, especially when he's saying 47 units and then with the possibility of more. That's excessive, unnecessary, let alone the location where it is. There's a huge safety. That comes to a T. The traffic, that is a huge safety issue with the number of cars, traffic, the school right there. It's a T. That is incredibly dangerous. And first and foremost, we don't need it. I don't know whose pockets are being greased. I don't know who's making money on this, but the need for low-income housing is not necessary, and it doesn't contribute to anything positive. Let's go for incentive for business owners. Put something there. It's right next to the convention center. People want to come to the convention center and have restaurants, coffee shops, that kind of thing. Something that will bring revenue, income into our community.
Any further matters will be handled through staff, through David, and the committee that's being set up by the trustees and the mayor.
Are there
I just
We have-
want to say, I understand you guys work within guidelines and codes, but apparently they weren't worked within the laws. It seems like some people did illegal things here, or out of order.
I would say, again, I would really urge, and I think why Trustee Vandenberg asked somebody independent to look at it. Let's have that review. Let's not rush any judgment.
Right, but if this is her job, she should know the rules and how it's done.
And what I'm saying is, let's let the independent person do their work. Let's not, before we rush any
How
judgment.
long is that going to take?
I don't know. We've just first heard this today. I don't know.
Nobody
We're
knows
gonna.
anything.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Nobody can answer a question, and she obviously was instructed not to ask her and answer any questions because she's going to be liable.
Well, you're asking questions about investigation. It wouldn't be appropriate for it. I'm asking. We talked about it today. I can tell you the mayor and I've already talked about it. We're going to make it a
It's very
priority.
frustrating for us residents when it appears that people are doing illegal things here.
And our
It's
tax
frustrating.
dollars are paying
Very
her.
frustrating.
I think we just need to wait till the
I paid
report's done.
$12,000 in taxes for you guys to pull these shenanigans. It's bull.
Are there any other low-income PUD or Section 8 developments in front of the department yet? Other than Buckeyes right now?
He hasn't asked. It's not even the village manager.
No, there was an application for another one this summer, but they did not get the funding. Right? Yeah.
The Illinois Department of Housing
Yes.
turned them down?
Yes, it was a senior low income.
We were told by the Illinois Department of Housing that there were 2 other applications made recently for Tinley Park development?
Not that I'm aware
No?
of.
Okay.
No, I mean, we'll check into that if you,
Okay.
or info it, yeah.
Thank you.
If people hear stuff like this, just tell us, seriously, we'll get, okay?
You guys, not us telling you. I mean, you start the process, you should be informing us, not us informing you of things going on.
Well, they may not necessarily know if a development goes to the Illinois Department of Housing
Okay.
before it's
All right,
presented to the department.
all right, fair
It's
point.
fair to them.
Thank you.
It's not.
All right, well, thank you very much. At this time, we have a motion on the floor to close the meeting and a second by Mark Moreland. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. The meeting is closed. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.